guys, it's Nicole. Welcome back to Chronicles of a Crafter. So today we're going to make a little purse journal, and I'm going to give you the measurements that I'm going to use to make this purse journal. I'm probably going to go in the style of boho, and I found this concept by picking up something at a thrift store. The thrift store had this little purse. It's called Purseabilities. It's like a little sort of maybe an album, like a mini album. It doesn't have any pockets or anything, so it's just all journaling space, and it's completely blank. The closure consists of a magnet, so we'll probably do something like that, and I do apologize for the blur. Let me zoom you out just a little bit so my camera can focus. And there's this cute little beaded handle right here, and again, it's called Purseabilities. I'm going to give you the measurements that I'm going to use. My purse will be shaped something similar, and we're just going to doll this piece of mandala paper up and into the style of boho. I picked up this paper, and again, another thrift store haul, and let me just see if I can find the cover. Here it is. So the cover of this is called The Best of Amy Tangerine, and yeah, there's all these pretty pages in here. This is what it looks like. So yeah, I'm just going to do a purse journal out of this mandala paper right here, and maybe tomorrow I'll do a traveler's notebook out of the same paper. So stay tuned for that. Let's just go ahead and get started. You want to decide what shape your purse is going to be in. Again, I'm going to do something similar to what that is over there. This is just the full sheet. I'm going to move this aside, and this is the drawing for the purse that I'm going to do. Okay, so I just went in with my pencil. I drew a 6-inch line across this way, and then kind of like freehand all the way around this way. So it starts at 6 inches and it gets wider as it goes down, and it curves down here at the bottom. All right, so that's what I did to this sheet of paper, and then I cut it out. Okay, and then this right here will consist of my the back side of the purse. It'll consist of the little flap that closes the purse, and then I went and grabbed some of the scrap that was left over from that mandala cut from the mandala paper, this right here, and just went ahead and made myself a 2-inch spine. Okay, just 2 inches. All right, and then this is just some pre-assembled signatures that I had sitting in my stash. These are 8.5 by 11 paper. It's all various styles of paper. There's resume paper in here. There's like really cool stationery paper in here. I even went ahead and grabbed a pretty page to go right here in the center. Alright, so again, I'll give you the measurements of it. 6 inches at the top, right here. Okay, down here it's a little bit wider at the base. It's like 7.5, and then down here where the purse connects again, it's 6 inches again. Okay, so it's 6, 7.5, and then 6. 7.5 is the widest part of the purse. So you can make your purse in any shape that you want. Mine just happened to be similar to the other one that I picked up at a thrift store, and I'm just gonna cut this out freehand. All right, like wish me luck, because this is happening. So I hope you guys are having a super crafty day. You know, it's just one of those days that I felt like making this guy. And I'm gonna hope for the best and hope it turns out pretty cool. So let me give you my score marks. I did have to score a couple of spots on here to create that flap. I want to say, let me just grab my big scoreboard. I want to say it's like 6 3/4 or 6 1/4. Yeah, it's 6 1/4 and then 7. Those are your 2 score marks right here. So here, 6 1/4 and 7 inches. And that's with placing the bottom of the book at the 0 mark and then scoring. Okay, so this will become the little flap that closes the book up. But here's the thing, guys, this is going to be the inside of my book or my purse, right? So here is the inside section of the purse, and here is my spine. So the spine is going to be exactly whatever your measurements are here. So 6, 7.5, and then 6 again. So this right here is my spine, and it measures 6 inches, and that's where I'm going to line up these two sections of the book, okay, or the purse, depending on how you want to think about it. It could be a purse, could be a book. I think until it becomes a book, it's going to be a purse. So yeah, I have a 2-inch spine. I'm just going to stick these two pieces of paper with a 2-inch gap in between, so like right there and there. And I'm gonna fairly get them even down here at the bottom, and then this guy right here is gonna go right in here. Now of course, when you are creating a spine for any book, you want to leave yourself like a 1/8 of an inch gap so that the book can open and close, right? And of course, the inside of your purse book, it's, you know, the design that you want to accomplish is up to you. So I think I'm going to go with this little pink section right here to be one whole section. Alright, so from here I'm just going to grab some tape it up, and I'll be back in 2 ticks. Alright guys, so my spine is all assembled. I went ahead and added just another little piece of scrap on the outside to just reinforce that spine. And then I put that crease in here right along the edge on both sides of the paper. So this is our spine right here. Here is our flap, or the closure for the purse. And now we just need to figure out where we're going to put our handle. So I'm going to show you what I use. This is just craft wire, okay? It's about, I want to say maybe 12 gauge wire. So the lower the number, the thicker the wire. And I got these at Walmart, believe it or not. So here's what you do, right? You go to Walmart and you beeline straight to their crafting section, and then you look into the aisle that has the jewelry making tools and jewelry making beads and such, and you will find some wire that looks like this for $1. I'm trying to see if the gauge is on here. It doesn't really say, but it is just craft wire, and I paid $1 for it. This right here is some wire that I picked up at a thrift store. It's black, same gauge wire. This right here was $1 as well, but I believe the day that I went, I paid 50 cents for this because it had a pink label. I think this was like OMG thrift or something like that. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull out some of this wire, just guesstimate like how tall you want your handle to be. Oh, and by the way, I just went ahead and scalloped this little edge right here. That was just the extra piece of the flap. I believe it looked like this. So yeah, I just went ahead and cut that off, and then yeah, it's just a little decorative edge. So again, here we go with our wire handle. I'm just gonna place it like in that little rounded section and give myself enough on both sides to, like, once I punch it through, tie it like in a little knot, and I'll show you guys what I mean. Alright, so I just went in about 1 inch on either side of the edge of the purse flap, and this is in the section that we scored at 6 1/4 and 7. Remember that part? Yes, I just came in 1 inch on both sides and put a little pencil mark right there. And then I'm just going to take any tool that has a poke on it, so like a pokey tool of any kind, and just pop a little hole right in there. Not too big, just big enough for the wire to go through. Okay, so there's that. And I'm going to pop in one side of that wire. and I'm going to put a little bead on it just to hold it in place. So it's like a little washer, basically, is what you're doing. It's just putting a bead in place just to hold the wire still. Whoa, did that just break my wire? Oh no, that's crazy. Alright, let me grab another bead. I guess that one might not have had a hole big enough. There we go. Alright, so then I'm just going to take my little wire plier here and just bend it to give it a little curl, and that curl will hold it down until we are ready to thread our beads on. Okay, so I'm going to hold that right there in place, and on this side we're going to decorate. So that's really all that's left to do. You can decorate this any which way you feel that you want. After that, we'll just stitch in our signatures and go from there. So I have here all this fabric and fabric ribbon, sort of like in the boho style. So I have some of this, which I have not opened yet. Isn't that pretty? Yep, so I'm going to use some of that. I have some of this. Ugh, so nice. Yeah, okay, so I'm just going to layer some things on here until I get what I'm looking for. We're just going to like place it on like a dry run to see how things are going to look, and then we will apply it with glue. And oh, I have some more. So here's another roll of coffee dyed lace. They were all just very stark white, and yeah, I'm just going to snip that off. See, the reason you don't want to cut it is because some parts of your book is wider than others. So yeah, I'm just going to snip this section off right here. And yeah, and I cut it wide so that if I decide to place this somewhere else, I can. So there's that. And let's see what else. Oh, this pretty. Okay, so I think I'm going to place this right across here. Yep, I'm going to do that. And here's some more of this stuff. So cool. I love this. These ribbons that have like all these pretty golds and browns. It's just so pretty. I'm thinking that's not long enough, so I can't use that, but I have some of this. So I'm just going to decorate one side of the purse just to show you guys the layering. Alright, so I went ahead and decorated both sides of my purse journal. I'm just going to thread some of these beads onto this wire here, and then we will poke the wire back through to the other side. I'm just going to put like a variation of colors. I like to use beads right here. And yeah, guys, this is a simple project that I think anybody can really do. You can definitely give this a try with the supplies that you have on hand. If you don't have these little beads right here, I got mine at the Dollar Tree, and yeah, they are just so perfect for small craft projects like this. And let's put in our signatures. I'm just going to do, I can do a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. It's probably best to do either a 3-hole pamphlet stitch or a staple. I'm just going to do a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. Why not? Let's do it. As you can see, some methods are easier than others. Some just require too much effort. So I'm just going to do what I know. Using awl, some waxed thread, and a large eye needle, a darning needle. That one. Let me poke my holes first through here. And remember, when you poke your hole through from this side, it does bulge everything out the other way. So you're Here's my signature. I'm going to stitch the back one in first. Alright, I'm going to stitch in my first signature, or the last signature, which happens to be the first in the stack. And I'm just going to follow along with my 3-hole pamphlet stitch. And when you are all said and done with stitching this in, you want to make sure that all your pages are aligned appropriately. Now I started off using a stapler. That didn't work out. Then I went on to using just the awl to make the holes and realized that that wasn't going to work out. So for simplicity's sake, I went ahead and did my crocodile, which made the perfect 1/8 of an inch hole. And then I used the awl on the signatures itself to create my stitch holes. So once you get your pages here to this point, you want to make sure that everything is lined up nice and neat on this side. And then you want to pull your thread through, giving yourself enough to tie a bow. I usually just bring it down to the end of the signature just to make sure that everything is enough to tie it into a knot and to a bow. So yeah, and then I just cut away the excess right here and tie this up. So I usually do a lock knot first, which is right over left, and then left over right, and then I tie it into a bow from here. So I'll show you guys what the finished product looks like. I still have one more row to add to the cover, but this is what it pretty much looks like. What I'll do at this point, here's my closure. What I will do at this point is cover my stitching on this side over here with maybe just some pretty fabric-y looking ribbon. And yeah, that should actually work out pretty well actually. So here, let me just yeah, I'll just cut this off. It's about 3 full little flowers, and I'm just going to use some Fabrifix glue because it's here on my desk and ready to go. And I'm just going to cover up my external stitch work of the 3-hole pamphlet stitch on the outside of that spine. So yeah, that should about do it. And then the purple and the green little florals on this ribbon really ties in the well, it's not really green, it's more like turquoise. The purple and the turquoise florals tie back into the handle. So then you have that and you have that. So that's pretty cute. Okay, and here's our closure. It's a magnetic closure. I will go in with my little eraser and erase any excess glue that may have oozed out. And this is where it closes, just like so. It's so cute. Oh my gosh. And then we have 4 signatures inside of there. And we have here our little purse journal. Okay, in the style of boho, don't forget that all important factor. So yeah, it's just a bunch of pretty ribbon, lacy ribbon, and some boho type ribbon that I had in my stash that I just decided to decorate the outside of this little purse journal with some beads for the handle. And I think it came out stinking cute, guys. Give this project a try, even if you don't care for the purse shape. I like this little boho style of journal, and yeah, go ahead and give this a try. Let me know what you think. Drop me a comment down below if you like this this design. And yeah guys, I'm gonna leave you right here. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications after you've subscribed to the channel. Share these videos with your friends and family. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and don't forget to drop me a comment down below. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks so much for watching my videos, and I will definitely talk to you guys in the next one. Stay naturally curious, guys. Bye.